To the third in the series of this beginner guides to Northgard. Hopefully you followed the other two so you know exactly what we're up to. So in the previous video we took this tile here which has the injured griffin on. This is a special tile because what it does is once this griffin is healed up, he will act as a scout for me and he will fly over the map and reveal the entire map to my clan. So I don't need scouts anymore, so he's going to do that. So what that means is I can get rid of my scout building. Don't need that anymore. You'll notice on this tile as well we have the fishery, which is useful because it was the only other food resource close to me. So let's build a fisherman's hut there. And you'll notice this strange circle of stones that's in the middle of the map here. This is a resource which you can assign people to and it will generate lore for you. And if you followed my other two videos, you'll know that I said lore is a really powerful resource early in the game, and even if you're not choosing it as your win condition, I'd recommend just piling a few people into it, whether it's by sailors or by natural lore, just to rush it, because there's some really great benefits that can help you achieve victory. So I'm going to assign 2 people to this. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think I am going to pick lore for my win condition in this game. I have 3 coastal tiles, 4 if I colonize here. I have the lore production here, and I also have another lore production stone here. So I have quite a lot of resources close to me that can help me achieve that victory. And as I mentioned in my first video, you should never go into a game where you have a win condition in mind. The map should dictate what you're going to choose your win condition to be. I've started games where I have 4 or 5 food resource tiles close to me, and also the Ymir's tree in the middle of the map. That is a unique win condition where you have to donate 1,500 food. And having so many food resource tiles close to me, I thought it would be appropriate to go for the food victory. So even though my clan is based around attacking and domination by picking a Fenrir clan, I still think the win condition should be based entirely on your map. Okay, so I've got a new lore bonus that I can choose here, and what I'm going to go for is I'm going to go for the reduction of no, actually, I'm going to go for trading, which produces extra gold. And the reason for that is the next stage in that research tree is it increases sailors' production. And obviously you can see here I have 4 sailors currently out, so increasing production will be very, very useful. My fisherman's hut is built, so we can assign 2 clan members to it. So this tile here contains NPCs, so we're going to have to clear them out eventually. So what I'm going to do is the tactic I was mentioning before, where you just nip in and out of the square. So if we send our 2 soldiers on, you're going to see there's a lot of people going to come running over. My soldier's going to lose health pretty quickly, so you can just step back out again, get them to heal up. As I mentioned, I've got healers over here. I'm under attack somewhere. I have a wolf attacking my newly generated tile. The builders and fishermen should deal with that fine. Yeah, with the healer's hut I've got over here, the soldiers should generate health back very quickly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase that by upgrading it. That increases your heal rate by 100%, so it doubles it, and it also allows you an extra slot to assign a healer. And once I have a next villager, I will do that. However, you'll notice my happiness is currently at 0, which means I'm not going to generate any more villagers if it goes to -1. So what we need to do is we need to rectify that. We need to get our happiness up. Happiness is generated by a number of ways. Firstly, it's by the quality of the housing that your people have. So you'll notice here that I can upgrade the housing, so I will do that. It's also generated by how many tiles you own, and also by a specialist building called a brewery, because of course alcohol makes everyone happy. So I'm going to choose to build a brewery here. I don't think I've got any spare villagers right now, so it's going to remain unbuilt until my next villager arrives. I also seem to have a long ship dock with nobody in it. I thought I assigned people there, but obviously not. And also this clan, the Fenrir clan, one of its passives is that having warriors generates happiness. These people just love to fight, so more warriors in this instance helps you out massively and generate happiness and helps boost clan growth. I've also got another lore bonus, and I'm going to put it into so you'll see at the bottom there, the random event this year is a blizzard, which means a particularly dangerous winter. This can really catch you out. See my earlier video for a discussion on winters and how it can really ruin your game. I'm going to help this by picking the law bonus that reduces firewood, and then also I can reduce the loss of food in winter by 50% by choosing this bonus here. These bonuses come at set milestones, so when you have 6 law bonuses you can pick one of these, and then I think the next one's 12, and then the next one is 18 I think, so we'll go with Freya's Blessing to help reduce the food reduction this winter and hopefully get us through. I have a free villager. As you notice, he's building the brewery. Because my happiness has slipped to -1, I think I'm going to assign him to that brewery to help generate some happiness. I have a lot of wood, 400, which is more than enough to get through the winter, so I can probably sacrifice a woodcutter and send him out to sea to help generate some extra lore for me. So once he's on the boat, you'll see the little clock symbol. You go to manage raids and you send him out to gather some lore for me. And my warriors are fully healed, so we can step them back into this tile here. Yeah, so you can see that these enemies they're facing here are quite strong. So before we properly take this tile, I need to definitely boost my military power. The next thing I'm going to go for is the hero for this clan, which is built through your training camp. The Berserker is a really powerful unit, particularly in the early game. He has a strong passive that allows him to take areas for free, so you don't have to spend any food to dominate an area. But unfortunately, to do that I need metal, and as you can see we don't have any metal stones on any of my tiles, but there is one here, so I need to expand my clan out into this zone. But I'm not going to do that yet, because you'll notice it'll cost me 160 food, and winter is about to hit, or the blizzard, sorry, is about to hit, and I could risk running out of food this winter, which would be disastrous. But I do have more than enough wood, so I can possibly sacrifice a second woodcutter there. And he can go and be a brewer and generate some alcohol for everyone this winter and keep everyone happy. Is that a second idle villager? Yes it is. So you can see there the blizzard has hit now and food production has really slowed, and we're now -13 food, which is a lot. You'll see that's going to tick down. I should have enough to survive the winter just, so it's not too much of a problem, but if it is, I've always got the sheep on this tile to fall back to, which you can click on the tile and click on slaughter sheep, and that would instantly generate you 80 food. I'm generating happiness again, which is strange because it's now absolutely freezing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this mine here. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay, yeah. So I need to upgrade to mine the stone resource. I need to build mine. I don't have enough build spaces on the tile. As you can see, it's maxed out there at 3. That's my own mistake. I should have got rid of that stone tile early in the game like I did with the other tile, but not a problem. I'm generating quite a lot of gold, so if you click on the area and go to develop area, you can increase the amount of buildings that can be placed on this tile. Once this mine has been dealt with, I can also put a longship dock here, so it's not a disaster. So let's get this mine built. Once I've got the stone from the mine, I can start upgrading my other buildings, including my docks and my warrior capacity, which will help us to take this tile here and also expand into this tile here. So what we can do now is if we press the radio button and have a quick look at the victory conditions, you can see how everyone else is getting on and what they're choosing for their victory condition. So I've chosen wisdom, which is the law victory, but there is actually someone ahead of me. I'm currently under attack. Another wolf is attacking, so let's deal with him. So yeah, there's currently an NPC ahead of me on the wisdom victory, but once I have these sailors upgraded and I potentially have a dock here, and I'm currently exploiting the law from there, then I should be generating the most law. The mine is built. Let's get 2 villagers assigned to it so we can quickly get it dealt with. Another law bonus. These are starting to come thick and fast now because of how much I'm generating. And I'm going to go for the recruitment bonus, which increases the growth speed of your clan, and also you gain a bonus if someone dies in your clan as well. And considering I need to grow quite rapidly at the moment to exploit all these resource tiles, I think I'm going to need that. So everyone's doing something, generating all of the resources. What I can do is start again dipping in and out of this tile. No, probably not too wise. So when this tile has a base on it, the base will continually generate enemies. Normally, if it was like a wolf den, you could just nip in and out and then kill the wolves and then take them, but these sort of generate quite quickly, so I think I'm going to wait until I've got my hero before we take that tile. Okay, so we've now got 10 stone, we can perform another upgrade. In this case I'm going to upgrade one of my sailors buildings, which will increase the production, and as with every building, I can now assign a third person to that building. What I really need is my clan to grow happiness wise, so I can get some extra villagers to start exploiting these resources. So unfortunately at the moment all we can do is wait. You'll notice that notification that keeps popping up there about the eagle or harpy exploring different areas. Basically he just flies around randomly and will scout areas for you. If you unlock him, which I did early in this game, you don't need any more scouts. Basically I got quite lucky there. He isn't always on every map. Oh, wolf is. So 83% of the way along to another villager. And what I can do here is I can sacrifice one of these miners. I don't need two at the moment. And what I'm going to do with that upgrade is I'm going to upgrade my warriors camp, which allows me to build a third warrior and also increases the attack of the ones I currently already have. So now we can start working towards clearing that camp. And also what I'm going to do now is, since I have enough, is I'm going to colonize this area here, which will hopefully increase the happiness as I control more territory, but also it has the metal on it that I need to upgrade my hero. So let's get a mine built on it. And let's get the 3 warriors that I now have here, and we can start clearing this. So this year's random event has been announced, and it's going to be an earthquake, dictated by the little flame that you can see at the bottom of the screen there. What that means is that 3 of your buildings will randomly receive damage, and you just have to go and repair them. It's probably the nicest one, doesn't affect you too much. Okay, so here's my 3 warriors, so let's dip in and out. Let's see if we can at least take one of them. No, I don't want to lose anyone, so we just step back out. These don't heal, they do generate new people, new NPCs if enough time goes by, but they don't regenerate health. So we'll assign our villagers to that stone mine. We just need 5 stone for the hero requirement, so we'll just get to 5 and then we'll get them off the resource. I also probably don't need stone quite yet, so we can send them both over there. Okay, these are fully healed again. As you see, the healer hut that I've got heals these warriors very quickly, so you can quickly just dip in and out. You notice that I'm getting quite low on food, so it might be worthwhile spending the 10 stone we get in upgrading this. We do have another lore bonus. So here we have a bonus unique to the Fenrir clan, which reduces your military food consumption. That's going to become quite useful, since, as I mentioned there, the food production was in the negative and we're getting towards winter. What we can also do is we can build a food silo on this tile here, which will increase production, so we'll get that built as well. Okay, so I don't want these videos to go on too long, so I'm going to save this one here, and then we'll move on to the next one.